fight's a fight. We never know what's going to happen. But if you had a perfect fight, what would it be?
A gentleman never tells.
Oh, here it is.
Never tells. Say what you are. If I want to say fuck you and look at you to your face and say, hey, fuck your mother, then that's, I can do that. See, I don't have to worry about, like, what am I, being a good role model.
That's why there's more money in boxing, even if you're boxing inside MMA. Even if you're a boxer in MMA, there's more money in boxing. Even if you boxing out there, as in the UFC. See what I mean?
I told him to go. He said, no, I gotta wait for Heather. I can't. I'd be in so much trouble if I...
Fuck, watch out.
Stay waiting for the baby girl.
Frank's too small for this weight class. We got a little guy complex.
Carlos Medina! Welcome to the stream. We'll be right with you getting the thumbnail put up.
I don't appreciate the way he promotes MMA. You think I give a shit about any of this? No.
For me, get in my face, get slapped.
Dude, he slaps like a girl.
I've never hit Frank Shamrock, so I don't know how he knows that. That's stupid.
People are going to say what they will about me, but I kind of got to do what I got to do.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how people think about you. I get emails and stuff, and just weird letters, and I'm just like, why am I even reading this?
So that's why Anderson Silva, he's important. And that's why I'm important now, because people, they want to see action. They don't, and they know who's going to bring that action to the table. They know who's going to bring the real fights.
Who's the better fighter between you?
That's a stupid question, dude. Yeah, we're both...
And they just said, they're like, hey, sorry, Conor, but, Kavanaugh's not going to be able to be in your corner today. Kavanaugh, no Kavanaugh in your corner.
My friends, we are back in your life. I'm here with my child man. All about your blah, 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 a.k.a. Marshall. How are you doing, my guy? I'm doing very, very well. I couldn't be happier to be. I wouldn't want to be, in fact, anywhere else except for warming up here with you. Ed20 says, Ed20T says, Coach sucks at... Hold on one second. Let's see what Ed's about to get a strike for. Ed20 says, Ed20T says, Coach sucks. Coach sucks at being on time. You don't get a strike for that because I do suck at being on time. I don't know if that's really less an insult more than an observation. Cartel Bay says, how is your very sexy wife, Coach? She's actually doing very well. Dennis, Cartel Bay. My very sexy wife is good. She's doing well. You know what, Robbie? Guess what's a classic? Guess what is a classic? She's doing very well. I just saw her. What was that you said? I'm sorry, man, child man. I stepped on your words there. What? This is a classic fight. This is a classic. People forget about it. I forget about it because I really have little. I've met Johnny Hendricks. He was a nice guy, but when it comes to his time in the octagon as a champion, I don't know. They fought twice, and both fights were excellent. You could argue the second fight was better than the first. I mean, those were two. Robbie Lawler has been involved in so many classics. The fact that he has been a champion, yes, this man is Hall of Fame material. This guy does belong in, I know it's hard because it was a short reign. It was an injury-fraught reign. But everybody respects Robbie Lawler for a reason. This guy is a monster, dude. And the fact that we get the follow-up to the Nick Diaz fight. Do you understand, man, how many times I've watched Nick Diaz fight Robbie Lawler? That clip is like seared in my brain. And I didn't even see it when it happened live. I saw it well after it actually happened. I mean, I'm asking you a question. Do you know how many times I've watched that? No, I want you to tell me. I'm just joking. No, I've watched either clips or the full fight well over 100 times. I mean, clips, it's probably, if you're just counting the clips, hundreds. Can't stand Hendricks. Such a bum. Yeah. Hendricks it was crazy that Johnny Hendricks accused GSP. I remember working out in my basement, hearing Johnny Hendricks accuse GSP, which I'm not a huge GSP fan. I'm not a huge mark for GSP. But accusing GSP of using steroids, it was insane. The way he acted against GSP was disgusting. Happy Paulo destroyed him. Yeah, I couldn't believe what he was saying. It was crazy. Man, it looked. He shouldn't have been like, dude, what was his team doing? They saw what it was, dude. That was like one of us going in there and fight. That's what it would look like. If one of us went in there, including JMMA, went in there and fought Paulo Costa, it would look very similar to what Johnny Hendricks went through. He didn't have discernible skills to defend himself in a professional mixed martial arts fight. It was insane. It's insane. I mean, if it's a coincidence, he has the most unfortunate timing in the world. Johnny, that's what I was beating the bush. Excuse me, before Ed. That one's already down. I'm just going to move forward. But I was beating around the bush. Getting to that point was Johnny Hendricks had the audacity to accuse GSP, who's never failed a drug test. Doesn't mean he hasn't done any performance enhancers. Never failed a drug test. Neither has Johnny Hendricks. But guess what? GSP looks the same right now. Throughout the rest of his career, he physically never changed. And Johnny Hendricks went from what you see right now to looking like this guy I'm watching walk down the street eating a donut right now. No, I'm painting a picture for you, though. Don't tear me down. Cartel Bay says, Ed20, I always pit Peace Coach up on the feed. He's easy money. Yeah, I know. Manchild Man just said, oh no. I knows what's up. Ed20 says, Lawler's decline was worse than T Wood's. It was. It was absolutely... Wait. Lawler's decline was worse than T... Oh, because he did get knocked out. But because we love Robbie, they don't hate on him. They don't have the same energy. Yeah, you're right. T Wood never got knocked out, and technically, I don't really count the Colby. I don't think Colby Covington would have finished him either. You know, Colby... Oh, that's right. My God. Yes, he got knocked out by Vicente. Oh, man. Manchild Man. Marshall, the computer came up with that. Remembered that. Vicente Luque does kind of even it up for Robbie. Robbie, the Ben Askren loss for Robbie was weird. I think he was out. I just think he was out briefly, and then, Ben Askren let go of that choke, and he came back instantly. But, I mean, he looked like he was out. I think he was out. I don't think he gave a thumbs up. I think he went out from a blood choke. I think he was out, and you're not going to remember. You can't rely on him. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, the way he was I don't know. So I don't know. I'm not qualified to say that. But this is what I'm going at. That's a great question. Excellent question. But when I go back and look at what Herb Dean did to verify if Robbie Lawler was conscious or not, Manchild Man, he lifted the arm or turned it or something. His arm went limp. That's it. There you go. Thank you. So that reaction, and then Robbie saying, no, I gave him a thumbs up or something. I was like, I didn't see that, my man. I didn't see that. I saw a limp arm. I think it was a little early. There could have been additional, validation performed. But I'm not a referee. I don't know but I don't think it was the worst call in the world. Now, what do you think, Manchild Man? You don't. So do you... I don't know if it is a I mean, it could have been a gradual thing. Well, no. He didn't go out instantly, but the choke was applied for a certain amount of time. But you bring up a valid point. You do. I can't lie. I mean, the quickness, the shortness, the fact that Herb Dean didn't obtain additional like comfort that he was actually out. Was actually I was just insane. I mean, he should have done not insane, but he should have done. I'm sorry, I was distracted there for just a second. Hold on, let me get to the comments here. From the wars Robbie's been in, Tua got rocked and finished via sub. Yeah, he did get rocked. Oh, that's right, he did get rocked and finished via sub. Cartel Bay says, from the wars Robbie has been in, you can't really expect anything else from him at this point in his career. Yeah, I agree. He's been through a lot. Plus, T-Wood was fighting Colby and Burns, who fought for the belt. Robbie's fighting bums like Cowboy and Magny. Damn. Magny's not a bum. Magny is not a bum. Magny is absolutely not a bum. Robbie did not lose to Ben. Cartel Bay says he protested immediately, was beating the life out of him. Ed20 says, Herb's nowhere near as good a ref as people make him out, just a popular guy that gets the privilege of reffing big fights. So I think he's got a lot of experience. So I want Herb Dean or the gentleman from England, who Colby Covington also hates, for his stoppage against Usman. I like those guys. I want the more experienced guys. I accept the fact that they're going to make mistakes. Herb Dean's made a lot of mistakes, you know. Herb, not as great, but he's better than Mario. Yeah, he was definitely better than Mario Yamasaki and, of course, Steve Mazzagatti, who is actually a fireman, in case anybody didn't know that. Mazzagatti is a fireman. I mean, I don't know if I even trust him to do that. So Mark Smith, I think is his name. He's good also. No, it's not Mark Smith. It's not Mark Smith. If he dies, he dies. That is so... Dude, Mark Goddard. Yeah, that's what it was. Mark Goddard. Dude, that's what... If you watch the Derek Lewis versus Travis Brown fight, the shots that Travis Brown ate when he was unconscious were completely unnecessary. And Mario Yamasaki was sitting there just like, yo, I mean, he's not dead yet. Keep going. It was, I'm like, you know, it was just crazy. I also think Frank Mir, Ben beat Robbie. There you go. Ahmad Habib. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team, homeboy. Yes, he did. I do believe Ben Askren beat Robbie. I don't think it would have happened maybe again, but I think he won that fight. Marshall. Yes, and it was actually turned... Yes, absolutely. What about Michael Chiesa? What about Michael Chiesa versus Kevin... I see holes in Nurmagomedov... Kevin Lee. Kevin, there was controversy because Michael Chiesa was getting choked out, and it looked like he went out, but he said he was just relaxing his neck. He went out for like, as soon as he let go of that choke, boop, he came back and protested. I'm telling you, it's not like when you don't get blood to your brain, I mean, he's the one that may have gotten choked. You know what I'm saying? So that he would be almost the least reliable in that situation. Robbie could have probably felt him go limp. Ben could have probably felt him go limp. Herb Dean could have observed his arm, but the one person that we can't go with is the guy that could have been out for a second. Or for 2 seconds. Go ahead. Right, I do know what you mean. Well, yeah, I could understand that, because if a guy pops up that quickly on you, you might look at him and be like, damn, did I mess up? Were you not out? But Ahmed Habib says, look, your hand doesn't go limp just like that. It doesn't. You're in a fight. If a guy's squeezing your head even, you know, if a guy's squeezing your head as hard as Ben Askren, would your hand go limp? No. Ahmed Habib says, Carlos Condit beat Lawler. At UFC 195, yes, didn't get the win. No, I agree. I was floored at that decision. When Carlos Condit got the win, or didn't get the win on Robbie Lawler, that was, by the way, that may have been a Carlos Condit, like, career-altering fight. Coach would have gotten baptized by now. At 20, making a threat in the chat for everybody to see. At 20, you're up next. I see holes in Coach's stand-up. Cartel Bay, I want you to come in here. Ahmed Habib says, what are your thoughts on Hendricks versus GSP? So we were just talking about the steroid side of it, how Ahmed Habib, how Johnny Hendricks was accusing GSP of steroid use and his body change. But if you're talking about the fight, and he ended up having the body change after USADA came in. But if you're talking about the fight itself, Johnny Hendricks beat GSP. He 100%. If you disagree with me, go watch that fight. Find the... I don't know. I have seen online. I've never met anybody, but I've seen people in the comments saying, hey, if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. These comments along these lines. I've never felt like that's appropriate. I don't think that makes sense. There's a scoring system in place, dude. Like, hey, what's going on? Hendricks' record post USADA is sus, to be honest, and he was accusing GSP. Yeah, that's what we're talking about at 20. The fact that he was accusing GSP, insane. But like I said, anybody, please, I beg you, find the third round for GSP. I mean, please do that. We're running. What'd you say, man? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think I would. I like heavyweight and light heavyweight. One of my best guys I used in UFC 3. In fact, it was either the best with Justin Gaethje or Shogun. It was either one of those two, and it was probably Shogun. Yeah. You remember JDS actually he was so good, but I think they took away like his heavy hands at one point or something like that, because everybody was using GSP or JDS. Is that what they did? Okay, you're right. You're right then. Yeah, they did something that just made it you didn't see JDS nearly as much. If you want to abuse something on Coach Stand Up, he doesn't check leg kicks and body kicks well. That's actually very true. I need to work on getting those leg kicks blocked, body kicks, put in order. But that is true, Cartel Bird. Hendricks' record post, you said, is accessible. GSP has always been in phenomenal shape. Even now, he literally is like Floyd Mayweather in that sense. Doesn't abuse his money, just disciplined. Yeah, Floyd, there you go. That's a great point, and that's something I've thought about before. GSP is very similar to Floyd Mayweather. They both have the same OCD thing. Like, they have to be in the gym. They say, people that are around GSP say he could fight. Like, literally could still fight somebody if he went through a camp. He stayed up with the martial arts. He stays in the gym. So if you went through a camp, he, might be able to still beat a mid-tier welterweight. which is crazy. Just like Floyd Mayweather's been in the gym. He still goes to the gym. He don't just show up 44 years old with a 6-pack, 8-pack. You know, you have to stay in that shape. S. Marshall. No way. No way. What do you think? What do you think? And who thinks that? Real? Yes. Bisping's a legit middleweight. He's actually, as far as I understand, a pretty huge middleweight. Or not huge, but he's just a big guy for middleweight. Shoot. I don't know why I don't value that championship win very much. I mean, I kind of do, but it's just the way Bisping won the belt. It was with that shot against Rockhold, against a guy who had violated him so viciously in their first meeting. You know, it was clear something was wrong with Rockhold, or that, you know, he got hit. But he won fair and square. Absolutely. Not because I know people are sick of but I don't know if he was healthy enough. Yes, he did. He did. Michael Bisping did. They should have, but I'm not sure if Luke Rockhold, if he got injured after that, if that's when the leg, if he was already had a leg injury, if that's when it started around that time. I don't know, but I agree. Hey, by the way, thank you to all 6 people that are in here. If you hadn't had a chance to hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification if you hadn't. I appreciate you oh so much for being here, but let's let YouTube know we're having a good time. Cartel Bay says, oh, come on, coach. I like Rockhold, but don't discredit that win. No. I'm not, whoa. I'm not discrediting the win. I'm not discrediting. In fact, it sounds like I am a little bit, but to what Manchild Man's saying, what Marshall's talking about, I want to see a rematch. I would like to have seen a rematch because of the nature of how Michael Bisping got dominated the first time they won, got choked out with one arm with that guillotine. I mean, it was a clear, decisive victory, and then to win the way he did with that shot. I want to see that rematch. And then his title defense, Michael Bisping had a title defense, I think it was it Dan Henderson? Before he lost to GSP? Dan Henderson. I mean, you said it was a war. Yeah, he almost lost that fight, by the way. He almost lost to Dan Henderson. But he was blind. Okay, so this guy had one eye at a certain point. And if he didn't have the fake eye, he was blind. Bisping won fair. Nothing was wrong with Luke. Luke lost because he was cocky, like all his losses got clipped. It happens. That could be it. I mean, yes. Hey, there you go. Those are mutually exclusive, you know, concepts or situations there. I mean, yeah. You're right. He was cocky, and he probably wasn't respecting Bisping because of how he had violated that man before. So you're probably right. Of course, we'll never know until, you know, unless we get into the minds of these men, but you're probably right. Yeah, the Hendo rematch and then rematch. Really? I don't know how I didn't either. I was just getting my air tank, my gas tank filled. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I learned that from that happening to me in ranked. I learned that from. In fact, that's kind of like an Ed Parker-esque. I don't know if you remember the jab, fake jab, straight to the body. That's kind of the same spirit of that. It has a similar effect, except for not as cheesy feeling. Bisping's been fighting with one eye since a TRT Vitor fight. That's right. He lost his eye. By the way, if you hear Michael Bisping speak about Vitor Belfort, there's a lot of venom there. Could you imagine the guy that blinded you is walking around, still fighting, still, you know. But Michael Bisping's living a great life, I assume. He seems to be happy with it. But to have been blinded by that guy, it would be hard to, and I mean, it'd be hard to watch him walk on this earth. You know, it'd be very difficult to take something as precious as your vision away from you. And this guy, because he was cheating, that guy was a monkey. He was not a human being. That was a gorilla fighting people. Bisping won fair square, nothing. Yeah, Hendo rematch. Coach want to discredit the UK boys. No. We don't ever want to just discredit people from where they're from. But it was just, I respect Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping belongs in the Hall of Fame where he is. He deserves that status. By the way, if I also believe that Bisping beat Chael Sonnen for that qualifier. That might have been before your time, Ed and Huddy, but Bisping beat Chael Sonnen. That whole Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva saga should never have happened because Bisping won that fight. It was crazy that Chael Sonnen got the decision. It's almost criminal if you go and look back. Once again, it's like find the third round for Chael. Find how Chael possibly got 3 rounds in that decision. It just didn't happen. But Chael had the, you know, I think he was the up and coming hotter commodity. I mean, I can't explain any other reason why. Oh, Brock Lesnar is just, it's hard to use on the stand-up, and he hits. Ed Twain says, it's because Bisping was a legit fighter, and everyone he was fighting was juiced up. And in the sport where consequences are huge, and this roid stuff is mad, yeah. Well, the roid stuff, it's mad, but it's also, it's not black and white, bad and good. I mean, that's the foundation of the sport. It's like guys on steroids. That's what, I mean, that's how the foundation, all these old school people's favorite fighters, Chuck Liddell, Vanderlei Silva, all the Rampage, they're all doing that stuff. They had to. I mean, they had to. Stuff that would be banned today is what I mean. Stuff that would be considered a performance enhancer today, all of these guys were on it. Dan Severn. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't read it myself, but I think Pride used to encourage the use of PEDs, or it was in their contract or something like that. I haven't seen that myself, so I don't want to go too far. I might be repeating something that's fake, but honestly, it's an interesting thing that Luke Rockhold brings up. He's like, he's not against steroids. He's, you know, he doesn't think. I don't know. That's an interesting point. But it might prevent injuries in the short term. But I think there's studies done that there's, you know, heart issues with taking steroids. There are long-term issues with taking a lot of performance enhancers that are banned. And I mean, that's when you get into the zone of, should you be policing people's lives? You know, should you have the choice to take a steroid, perform really well at a sport, and say, hey, maybe I'll live longer, maybe I won't. Ed 20 says, Marshall would tell you, I'm a fast starter. You'll get slept in one, coachy. Ask him. Look, Ed, that's a strike. That's not even like competition talk. What'd you say, man, Chalbin? Oh, I believe it. And that's nice. And you move the mic closer to your mouth so I can hear. I believe that you would do that type of shady nonsense because of your hatred for me that seems to be bubbling up. I know, but why would you teach somebody like Ed the dark arts? The dark arts. Why would you teach somebody the dark arts? Wow. Here we go. We're running it. After this, we're going to go on to ranked with 4-star fighters and below. If I can survive this assault, I know my head health is getting low. Head health is getting low. I'm panicking. You're darn right. Look at that. Look at my... Look at that. Look at that. I might be getting slept. I might be in the process of being lullabied. He might be singing Rockabye Coochie. That was a glitch in YouTube's Matrix. That was not my voice cracking. Alright, let's see if I can do some damage here because this guy is getting out of control. That's right. I had to. I was like, you gonna keep playing this game? You gonna keep your hand up? Oh. Yes, I am. I am on video game steroids. Yeah, look at his back. Who said that? Who said juice to the gills? You got me. You got me with that. Look at you. Look at you out here. It's hard. It's a weird denial. It's almost a pre-denial. You have to do the transition, and then in the middle of the transition, hit R1. L1. I'm sorry, L1. L1. Whatever the advance button is. You have to engage it first. You saw it? Yeah. So try it. And I do that because you get that momentum and you swing it over. Right. No, don't worry about it. We can run it. Yeah, no problem. Cartel Bay says rat. Coach Smucky definitely taking steroids. Cartel Bay, that's a strike. I don't know who that rat is intended for. Unless you say it was Ed, which is fine to call him a rat. But you can't call me a rat. Everybody knows Ed Tattletales on everybody. Well-known, long history of snitching. Intimate relationship with the feds. Yes, please do. And move the mic closer to your mic. If you can get any louder, that'd be great. Yes. No, it's not been too bad. Go ahead. What was that? What was that noise you just made right there? I heard it sounded like flint hitting stone. Oh, no problem. It sounded like flint hitting stone. I hope you're not implying something. Oh, God. Oh. Ed20 says, intimate relationship with the feds. You're always threatening to call the authorities on the chat. That's not the same thing. I don't have a relationship with the feds, but yes, I will call the police. If you... No, he does not. He does not work at the police department down the street. How does Coach not cough every time? He's actually... I don't know what you're... I don't know what you're talking about. Here we go. Woo! Oh, that's luck. That's just a grind. Yes. You might. That's what I'm really honestly trying to finish this right now. Ed20 says, Coach loves Mary Joanna. No, if you're trying to say I like marijuana, no, this is a federally prohibited substance. And that is not something that in fact, if you're saying that you like it, please admit it right now and see what happens. See how... Oh, that's right. I tried. I'm trying to gamble. See if you're willing to gamble. See if you're willing to play that game. Cartel Bay says that's too weak. He likes hardcore drugs like methamphetamines. Can't blame a guy for wanting to go all the way. Huddy does nothing half-heartedly. If he's going to do drugs, he's doing only the hardest of drugs, of course. Cartel Bait corrects me. Says, no, like Coke. Of course, Cartel Bay likes to enjoy a Coke while he plays video games on his computer. Coach striking as bad as Ben's. Wow. Really going to say that? That was a great fight. My man, man-child man, that was a great fight. I barely pulled it off with a split decision win. Yes, I did. Good fight to you, man-child man. You really put it on me. I mean, that was... I don't remember much of this fight, but I can tell it was a struggle. Coach, you won't... Oh, what'd you say? Well, no, I don't think Brock is as bad as people say. Honestly, it's not a disadvantage. I like Brock Lesnar. I think he's not that bad. His striking was slow, but I don't think he wasn't bad. Coach struggles to finish. He's the MMA Hugh Hefner. That's crazy. I sold my PC and threw that money into stocks too. Hey, good job, man. Hopefully you're investing wisely. Don't forget about bonds. Not bonds, but you have mutual funds that disperse some of that risk. But feel free to also individually select your stocks if you so choose. Here we go. Let's get out of this voice chat here. There we go. And let's get back online. Thank you, by the way, to Man-Child Man, all about your blah, blah, blah for the warm-up. Coach didn't throw money at Hooters behind the missus back. No, I don't do that. Good game, Coach. Yeah, no, thank you for the spars, blah, blah. You are stepping up your game very much. Very, very much stepping up your game. I appreciate the spars. Thanks for getting me ready. That was legit fights. Especially that last one. That was a legit fight. Forget the word spar. It was a legit fight before we go into ranked. 4-star fighters only, folks. I'm smart with my money. Trust me, I'm investing wisely. I'm stable. That is great to hear. Coach, my buddy saw you at Outback Steakhouse. I had to, All About Your Blah Blah says, thanks for having me on anytime. All About Your Blah Blah, it's a blast. I liked it. It was smooth, easy, fun. But yeah, I had to go to Outback. I had to pick up something for a friend of mine. Had eaten there the night before and left his wallet. And I went to pick it up to Outback Steakhouse, and I ended up having to sit at a table and wait. And the waitress put down a plate of food in front of me, a steak, for another table. Here we go. I don't know where it went. 4-star fighters and below. Where is a 4-star fighter that I know? I'm not going with Johnny Hendricks again. Paul Felder. How about we go with our boy Khamzat? How about we bring out some Khamzat Chimaev? Shout out to Cartel. Bert. Bringing you some Khamzat in your life. This is the first Khamzat fight I think we're bringing to you. Khamzat Chimaev, folks. Coach screwed now. Marshall Cal taught me the ground. Hey, I want you to bring it. I want you to bring the ground game to me, Ed 20. I want to see it on this. If you could go right now, that'd be great. This is in a perfect stream. Nice little quiet stream. Jeez. Coach finally on the same page. Same page. I'm assuming you're saying same page as me. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, we are on the same page. Let's keep it going. Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. We're fighting big rudders. A big rig butters. Oh God, this is not good. Sus takedown defense, coach. You getting takedown in 20 seconds. Yeah, that really was sus, as the kids like to say, apparently. Oh. Woo! Oh my God. This guy definitely knows what he's doing. This is a tough fight. Khamzat Chimaev. He's got that long arm feel. Okay. He's bringing it. Oh, I input that hook. It didn't do anything for me. Got EA'd right there. Did you see that Khamzat Chimaev turned down Luke Rockhold? Yeah, I did. I mean, it is baffling. In my opinion, if you are Khamzat and you're as talented as you appear to be, because, guys, he does. Oh, he says he wants to fight at welterweight. I didn't hear that part. I didn't know that. So that's fine. If he's conditioning his body to go down to welterweight, then that's fine. If that's the plan and he's got to focus now, because I was baffled with how he can fight at 85 and 70 that well. I mean, it's crazy. But if that's the reason, then I understand. If he's not going to fight at middleweight and that's just not where he's going to be, hey, you can't argue with that. Like, hey, I'm trained. I'm coming down to 170. I'm not fighting at 185. If he's been working on that for a long time, that does change a lot for me. I just read the headline, heard the headline, heard the talk about him turning it down. He tweeted October welterweight, November middleweight, December welterweight. Oh. Really? So he's still bouncing around. Yeah, no. Then let me go back on what I just said. Then yes, I guess I need to read up on this. If that's what he's done, if he's still bouncing around in weights, then yeah, he should have taken that fight. Cartel Bay says, I'm on medicine for my back and laying with an ice pack. I don't have the energy to argue today, brother. Yeah, no. What happened? What happened to your back, Cartel Bay? What happened? You're young. You're almost fresh out the womb. How can you have back problems? Here we go. Khamzat Chimaev in the building. But what were we just talking about there? Yeah, Luke Rockhold. Yeah, that would seem like a money fight. In fact, if Khamzat would have taken that fight, I'm not betting against Khamzat against Luke Rockhold necessarily. The way he's been looking, I mean, that would be an interesting fight. Must have been from lifting something. I don't know, but it's painful. Yeah, yikes. Hopefully it's not a pinched nerve or anything like that. Huddy hurt his back carrying Dennis's presidential campaign. That is true. There's a lot of stress with supporting that type of popularity. All bunch of blah says, I messed up my back earlier this week and finally coughed up some money for a massage. Did the massage actually help your back? Actually do something for your like, to resolve the issue? Oh my God, no. I'm getting my behind whooped with Khamzat. Wow, All Much Baba says he feels like a different person. My girl says she'll massage me, but I don't see her until Saturday. Yeah, hopefully she gets to you, man. That'll be lucky you. Definitely fortunate you. But yeah, that's awesome, blah blah, that the massage actually worked. I actually had a massage maybe a year ago. Maybe even more. Got a massage, and yeah, it was over a year ago at this point. And it was crazy. This person was like standing on my back pretty much. She was on all fours on her back, digging her knee. It was a rough massage, but I liked it. It felt good. All Much Bala says, the only time I felt this good is when my wife walked on my back and realigned my spine. Well, that's awesome, man. That's great. That is awesome. Are these massage places really dodgy, or is that just a stereotype? I think some of them are dodgy, but the ones I've been to have been above water, completely professional, like nothing weird going on. Taj Tanner! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team, homeboy. We are doing 4-star fighters only and below. So that's why you're seeing Khamzat. Khamzat Chimaev is out here. Trying to do our thing. Coach is really a slow starter. You know, I will let you know if you're talking about in this game. I want to see you, and we'll see how slow I start. Ed, you've riled up the beast. You have riled up the beast, Ed, and my ire is drawn. I have Cartel Bay on my punching bag, and I have a picture of you behind my speed bag. A massage place. My town used to have several happy ending massage parlors. Well, how did you know that they were happy ending massage parlors? I didn't see the massage place comment, Cartel Bay. I think it got censored. Coach is really slow starter. Taj Tennant, how are you doing, my man? Ed 20 says, I don't get paid for overtime. I'm putting you away in 2 minutes. Of course, Ed 20 threatening your boy. Unreasonably. Oh my God. I had to take him down to the ground again. I had no choice. This is a tough fight. Colby Covington is no joke. They busted this place where I live for making girls do things. For making girls do things for money. Oh, wow. So it was like a forced situation? Like women were forced to work there? And blah, blah. I thought you might have known about it. Did people in the community know that this was a happy ending place? I mean, maybe you wouldn't have known because you wouldn't have been connected to it. But, I mean, I wonder how well known it was. And how many guys are like, what the? But I'll be honest with you guys. I personally think prostitution should be, when you keep it illegal, you keep it on the streets. I'm not saying I would want to attend, be with, but if you're going to understand that prostitution's existed since the beginning of man. As long as man has been on earth, there's been prostitution. And it's better to help women out that feel like this is the option, like regulate it. Don't try to keep it illegal and allow pimps and, I mean, I don't want to get political here, but I just feel like it's a dangerous thing when you make something like that illegal. I think you see places in Europe that have the right kind of approach. Here we go. Ed 20 says, Coach, it's 2:20 here. Give us some fire. Ed 20, you're about to get some fire. Trust me. We're going to take the last minute I'll get up. I'm going to get up because Ed did it. Ed, if I get hurt, Ed, I'm telling you, I'm going to blame this first loss on you forever. You'll never, if Colby harms a if he even lands a punch, I'm blaming you. Ed 20 calling for some action. He got it. Ed 20 calling for a fight. He got a fight. Woo! It's a wrap! Your boy Ed 20 wanted a little bit more fire. And so we delivered a Susan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team, homeboy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you all about your blah, 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 blah. Who says nice, Susan. Blessings unto you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. See, Coach Ed in your corner. That time, yes, Coach Ed was in my corner. That was a tough fight. He won that first round, that's for sure. He won that first round.
Referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 23 seconds of round number 2.
You schmuck! What a KO! It's like you have the slap and tickle approach there. And that comment is it's like a prime example of slap and tickle. It calls me a schmuck and then says great KO. What a KO. So it leaves the victim confused. Zvaha. What does that mean, Zvaha? Coach, I just realized you did a Max Holloway to me in our fight. What did I do? What do you mean? Teaching me how to fight while we're fighting? No. No, I did not. No, that was, dude, that Max Holloway doing that to Brian Ortega, I never even knew that happened. It means so be it. Okay, I like that. It was so crazy. You guys were doing 4-star fighting. Shout out to all 8 people in here. We're doing 4-star fighters and below. We're trying to climb the charts using 4-star fighters and below. Tosh Tennant says, episode 114. Wow, it's been that long. Yeah, time is going by fast. And excuse me, we've got a little break to announce station identification. This is CNN. And that was a quick little break. Coach just dodging on 2 of my favorite fighters today. I see dogging. No. 2 in my top 5 specifically. No. We're not dogging. I don't like that. I'm not dogging on anybody. I'm not a guy to dog on anybody. But I am gonna calls them as I sees them. I am finna calls them as I sees them. So yeah, it's been a long time. Taj Tennant, back to your point. And by the way, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe, if you're not a member of our team, get in here, get in the chat, get involved. If you hadn't hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. Most importantly, this thing starts at different times. Andy, a front kick, a KO Silva in the building. Hammer buries the opponent. I'm gonna go with Anderson. It's normal. I like it. Yeah, and the thing is, Taj Tennant, what's cool about this process and having now streamed for this many months is I saw my progress. Like, I saw where I was in the beginning, how I used to fight, and, it's crazy how rudimentary, how I was fighting, getting smashed by it. There's some guys that now I beat pretty regularly that were just smashing me. Coach, I heard you got into a bar fight with Pat Barry and absolutely won. Yes, that is a true story. As Ed, you heard it on the streets. I don't brag about that, but yes, I did knock out Pat Barry in a bar fight. It was several years ago. Back when he was in his prime in the UFC. By the way, they're showing clips of Chuck Congo I went off when Topuria knocked out Ryan Hall. Yeah, I did, dude. That's why Topuria's undefeated. He'll always lay there in my shade. So, yeah, when Ryan Hall, why? Why did you get so excited? Why do people want to see Ryan Hall lose so badly? What has he done? I mean, he's kind of interesting. Yeah, Cartel Bay definitely felt that Topuria was about to win that fight, finish that fight. Ryan Hall broke his hand with the first punch he threw. Fragile. No, man, I mean, wow, why is there so much hatred for Ryan Hall? I feel like he's like a Damian Maia, you know. I don't hate Damian Maia, you know. He is a Damian Maia. He's 36. He's from that era too, where you could be so good at one thing and you would smash people. You know, Topuria is still undefeated. Number one lay here in my shades. I love Ryan Hall and Topuria. I was just excited for that matchup. Okay, I got you, because Ryan Hall... Hold on, guys. I'll read that comment in just a second. Woo! It's a wrap! We finished it. Put him down, and we shut him down. We had to do what we had to do. He says, nice, respect, well played on my part. I love Ryan Hall and Topuria. I was just excited for that matchup. Yeah, it turned out to be a great fight. I thought it was an interesting fight, too, because Ryan Hall was talking reckless and saying everyone's ducking him. I think a lot of people were ducking him. I do. Ryan Hall has no name, and he has the ability to finish you, and there's just...
Ladies and gentlemen, referee
it was different. I didn't understand anyone overhyping Hall. He was largely unproven as an elite. Plus, he's in his mid-30s at featherweight. Yeah, did anybody hype him? I don't think I did. I just thought it was an interesting... I mean, he's an interesting fighter. Topuria versus Hakeem will be fireworks. Yes, that will be an interesting fireworks-filled fight. Whoa, I got a lot of ranked points for that fight. Do you guys have Pitbull or AJ winning? Yikes, dude. Wait, Cartel Bay, that's a battle. That is a hold on one second, guys. Bellator. It's a Bellator fight. It's a Bellator fight. I'm shocked that you're interested, but if I have to go either way, I'm going to have to go with I feel like AJ's going to win that fight. I do. I feel like he's going to win that fight, but Pitbull, it's super intriguing. Pitbull will keep it standing. He's got the edge. Ed 20 is going with Pitbull. I'm going with AJ. I'm sure Ed 20 now feels more confident in his pick now that I've gone with AJ. I got AJ. Oh, Blah Blah has AJ as well. Love the way he fights. Yeah, I think not only the way he fights, it just seems like he's, you know, kind of like next in line, the next up. You know, it looks like we're watching the new gen come in. So here we go. I just don't like Bellator. I watch UFC 1, Brave in that order. Yeah. I haven't seen one in a while or heard anything about one in a little bit. Probably the best Bellator has ever made. I love the way he fights. Probably the best Bellator has ever made. I just don't like Bellator. I watch UFC 1. It's the most legit fight, certainly. You're talking about Pitbull versus AJ. Yeah, no, this is one of the more... This is definitely a higher level fight. For sure. This is a UFC fight night headliner caliber or pay-per-view co-main event caliber UFC fight, in my opinion. This is as good as Bellator gets in terms of talent. I like AJ, because he's both of these guys are UFC caliber fighters. They could easily do well in the UFC. Ed 20 says, I like AJ. It's like it's Always nice seeing the next crop of featherweights coming up. AJ, Arnold Allen, Sadiq, Hakeem, Burgos. Yeah. Pitbull is top 5 featherweight in the world. Absolutely. Top 3. Yeah, I was about to just say top 3 myself. I was about to say that dude he could easily beat the champion in the UFC. He could beat Charles Oliveira. Arnold Allen gets me real excited. Yeah, Arnold Allen seems like he looks like the future. Arnold Allen, I wasn't familiar with him. His last fight, I was like, oh, wow, this guy, he looks like, there's just some fighters out there. Yanez is another one. They just look like the future of the sport. They don't look like what's already around. That's exciting to see. I'd say where the money is. I'd stay where the money is. Yeah, I would too. Going up against Winter 240. He's using Robert Whittaker. Adrian Yanez, yeah, he is that guy. Once again, I was not familiar with Adrian Yanez before that last fight where he broke his hand. I really wasn't. I wasn't expecting much, but I'm looking at him. I'm like, wow, this guy is amazing. He gave you Anderson Silva vibes. The way he is crazy. That's why Muhammad Mokiev follows me. I'm officially famous. Dude, you do get these guys. How do you get the attention of these fighters? You'll get their response. Got Patty Pimblett to respond to you is not only just give you a like or something, give you a response. It's pretty fun. I love that stuff, as I said a billion times. I love when you get to interact. It's a fun part about going to the fights, UFC fights. You really get to see your fighters. For anybody that hasn't been to a fight, go. You'll meet fighters. It's so easy. It's a guarantee. It's not even a joke. They're walking among you. They're going to the bathroom. They're going to the concession stands with you. I mean, there we go. There we go. Oh, this is crazy. Robert Whittaker is so, it's like they put him on God mode in this game. Doesn't take damage. Called me a skinny little something, and that his genitals is thicker than you or something like that. Don't even mention me and Patty arguing for 6 hours. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. 6 hours? I didn't see a 6-hour argument. I did not see a 6-hour argument. That's crazy. I gotta read that. I gotta see that. Dude, that's awesome. You gotta... That's hilarious. He's gonna remember you. You need to tweet at him. He's going to remember your name. He absolutely... You gotta keep that name. And when he debuts, when he fights, make sure you comment to him. Say congratulations or whatever. You missed it. You missed it. I mass deleted all my tweets because I was getting reported. Oh no. That's funny. Where's the front kick? Schmuck! At 20. That's a strike. I hope you're not getting bored of the strike system because it's going nowhere. That's a strike. Tired of this. Put my foot down. So here we go, guys. We are doing it. I see that we have 5 people in here right now. 3 likes. If you guys would be so kind, just take a second. Look at the thumbs up. Hit that blue. I mean, just take your thumb and just bloop, bloop. Told him Ilya and Giga will kill him. And he was saying he will whoop them and send me his address, saying Georgians won't do anything. He's weird. Yeah, man, that's some deep stuff. Coach wants to enforce the strike system, but where's the late penalty system? There is no late penalty system because I can't be late. I'm always right on time. I'm just joking. There should be a late system. There should be a late penalty system. We'll think of one. The team, the board. We have a board here that kind of is behind the show, the stream. We'll work on a system and we'll get that to you. But for now, understand our penalty system that applies to you is in full effect. Oh no! Did you just start Cartel Bay? I saw a screenshot of him saying that on the MMA page that I follow on IG. Wow, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yes, I just started it. That's hilarious. You saw it somewhere else on the internet. That's so funny. So, blah blah saw you somewhere else. Oh. I was definitely defending my favorite fighter, and Patty was so mad at me, my group chat was dying. Dude, that is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, if all the chat can stop for a second, we have a guest. Dennis Poor! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team. Dennis Poor, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, making it in here on this beautiful Thursday. And Ed, wasting no time. Do you hear that? Oh, no. No. Oh, almost suffering my first loss. Coach, you don't have a Dennis Poor. Okay, yes, that's a good idea. Why don't I have a Dennis Poor intro theme? A song that we always play for Dennis. I think that might need to happen. It's a wrap! Shout out to Ed20, who requested a front kick. Once again, as he requested, I delivered, as I'm here for you. As I always say, this stream isn't about me, as much as I joke around and have to deliver strikes. Unfortunately, this stream is for everybody. Cartel Bay, I got those flames! Cartel Bay, all bunch of ball was his coach is on one today. Yes, I'm feeling myself today. Wow. Ed20 says, wow, I told you front kick, you schmuck. Wow, the verbal abuse. The verbal abuse coming from Ed. Good luck, coach. Dennis Poor, I used your luck. Your luck helped me deliver that front kick and end that fight, coach. It's that 4-star restraint pulling these performances out of you. Yeah, it's just hitting me in my soul. I suspect that as we climb the charts, things will get much more difficult, but we're going to keep going. We're doing 4-star fighter to the top 100, folks. We're trying to get it done, Dennis Poor. Ed is rude, coach. Yes, Ed is rude. You saw how he called me a schmuck. I totally concur with you, Dennis Poor. How rude Ed is. It's just amazing. So here we go, waiting for our next fight. I feel Dennis wants your wife, coach. That better not be the case. That might be a rude comment from Ed20. All about your ball was does your cat ever attack your dog? No. Almost never. I mean, this is what will happen. If my dog gets into the cat's face, like, they'll play around, they'll run around, and he'll chase her around, and they'll actually sleep right next to each other, like back to back, and they most of the time get along. But he gets in her face a little too much, and then she'll give him a little whack. But we adopted her, and she was declawed, so it's like cotton swabs hitting you. There's no bark behind the shot, but he gets stunned and kind of walks away. He doesn't do that very often. In case you guys wanted to know all those details. Dennis Poor, I missed your last comment. Cartel Bay says, what MMA page was it posted, blah? People have sent me pics of my tweets making it to Instagram and TikTok. That's hilarious. Dude, Cartel Bay, you are MMA. You're becoming MMA famous. Taj Tennis says, no declawing. Taj Tennis, I did not declaw. I did not declaw that cat. I would never declaw a cat. Never in my life would I ever declaw a cat, but we adopted her declawed. So trust me on that. I would never do it. Dennis Poor had hamburger dinner, and I'm impressed. Hamburger dinner. Was there? What did you have with your hamburger, guys? We're just running. I guess it's Anderson Silva City. We don't have to do Anderson, but I just saw that spike. I'm out. I just saw that lag spike at the second. But let's see where we're at here, folks. Our fight history. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 7-0 this season. Our leaderboards we're still pretty far back behind the pack. Top 100 out here. Looking different. Goats up here. T4 Rayhan climbing. Friends. M King Prime. Of course, Division 18. M King Prime doing his thing. Callum Division 12. Look at that. Manchild Man way ahead of me. Porn is a sin, Dennis Poor says. Yes, it is. Cartel Bay screams Dragon Balls in your mouth. All about your blah, blah, blah says, I can't remember. Trying to find it right now. Okay, so Cartel Bay wants Dragon Ball. I agree with Dennis. Play Dragon Ball. That wasn't Dennis. That was Cartel Bay. So here we go. Clip Mofia out here with a lot of wins. Let's get it back. Let's get it back into ranked. Let's get it back into ranked. Let's get it back into cranked. Doing our thing. Dennis said it, and he retracted it. Dennis, I missed it. I am not ignoring you, Dennis. I did not see it. You want Dragon Ball Z. I totally understand. Dragon Ball Z is what you want to see. This guy wants to go random. It's 4-star fighter and below. So, I mean, it's kind of a violation, but if we'll also put an asterisk on random. You could have strolled all the way down and looked at my record. Oh, no. I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to ignore you. Sephiroth Gaming. Hello, Sephiroth Gaming. How are you doing? Sephiroth Gaming. How are you doing, my man? I appreciate you being in here. We're doing 4-star fighters and below this season. But we got a guy that did randoms. So I did random. That's the reason why we're seeing Vanderlei, which I think might be more than 4 stars. I'm not sure. I don't know that I've used them yet. Shout out to all 10 people in here. I appreciate you showing up. If you hadn't had a chance to hit that like, let YouTube know we're here, having a good time with these 4-star fighters, trying to get to the top 100. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification. Just talking MMA and having some fights, my friend. Coach got that Jacare hairline. At 20, that's another strike. Don't be insulting me. Vanderlei is 4 stars. Excellent. So we haven't violated our 4-star and below this season. He just has perks for his hooks. Okay, that's good. Cartel Bay, I missed that comment. I will get to it. I saw you mention Florida. Woo! This guy's good. I think he has unique hook animations. He does. That I know. He had that in the second one. Grow up seeing snow. Did you? In Illinois? Yeah, that is pretty. What did I have for dinner? I haven't eaten dinner. Not yet. I will eat dinner. Cartel Bay says, I've been to Chicago as well. It's right next to my family in Indiana. Yeah, Cartel Bay says, you do. You have a lot of family in Indiana. That's an interesting... do you drive back and forth? You could fly from Indiana to Florida. No. Coach never eats dinner. Eat up. No, I eat dinner. I just eat after the stream. After the stream, I eat... I usually have a snack, have something to eat before this. I mean, I have little bits to eat throughout the day, you know. Really don't need to eat, but eat a little something every bit. Keep you energized. I'm going to New York next week. Why are you going to New York next week? All about your blah, blah, blah. Dennis Poor said that I got called fat by Ed. I did not see the fat comment. Dennis Poor, you let me know if he deserves a third strike, because he is at 2. If it's a third strike that we have to give him, it will be a suspension. Yeah, Ed 20 got it right. Safe travels, absolutely. But why are you going? Cartel Bay having a good time. I'm glad to see. Give him a strike. That's a suspension for Ed. Ed has been suspended. Tom Kirky! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team. Tom Kirky makes a triumphant return to the stream, of course. Welcome back, Tom Kirky. I can say anything and nothing happens. No, Tom Kirky, we do have a strike system in place. Ed 20T has been suspended from the stream, so he has a suspension that starts immediately after the stream, and it ends as soon as the next stream begins. You do not want to get suspended. It's a brutal place to be. Life gets miserable. People stop working with you, and you become known in the streets for not being the kind of person you'd want your child around. Here we go, folks. Shout out to all 9 of you in here. We got 4 likes, 9 people and 4 likes. I wish more people would hit that like button. Let's let YouTube know they're having a good... Damn! That sucks. Yeah, Tom Kirky, it's a rough world, but he chose it for himself, Tom Kirky. But how are you doing, Tom Kirky? What did you think of the situation with Conor McGregor? I mean, get caught up. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Why have you not been here is my point. It better be that you were in jail or in hospital. Ed and Tom are banned. Tom isn't banned yet. Great. How about you? Hey guys, HBU stands for How About You? I'm doing very well. I've not been here because of school. Yes. Tom Kirky says, I've not been here because of school. That's okay. That's also acceptable. School is fine as well. So here we go. Remember that kid on Rainbow whose nose was clogged with... Yes, Heidi, I think he'll remember you as well. I wish I remember. It was Shadowfire or Shadow something, I think was his gamer tag. And shout out to Shadow, my man. I wanted to see Alaska badly. Why, Dennis Poor? Why Alaska? You live in a beautiful place, warm place like Florida. Why do you want to see Alaska? Why? Just let them be cold. Let them be cold and angry by themselves. I'm not sure that they're quite deserving of a person that comes from a warm environment. Anyone ever been to NYC? Yes. Dennis Poor has. But all about your blah blah, I might have missed it. Why did you say you're going out there? Did I miss it? Dennis would arrest Alaska. Dennis would. Dennis would actually lower the crime rate. Oh, you have not been to NYC. Dennis would arrest Alaska. Yeah, I think all of NYC would be in trouble. All crime would cease to be. Okay, here we go. Oh! There we go. This is an interesting fight. He really is using Jacare on his hands, on his feet, way more than I would have thought. I want to see Alaska. It's hot, Dennis Porter says. It gets hot too. Okay. What is hot? How do you define hot? My wife and I are going to go to museums in NYC. Oh, that is awesome. That is great. Is that the whole point of the trip? Let me see. Let me go back. I'm taking a vacation and my wife wants to visit a bunch of museums. Okay. Yeah, is that the whole point? I mean, that would be awesome. I think that is a Smithsonian out there, or is that Washington, D.C.? Are there Smithsonians in both places? It's Washington, yeah, okay. So I've been at the Smithsonian museums out in Washington. Whole trip is about museums. That's awesome. What are you most interested in? All about your blah, blah, blah. Because I like museums, don't get me wrong, but if it's something something I'm not interested in, it's almost like torture. It is almost like torture. Okay, we are here with Ranch King. He's trying to bring the heat. Not trying, he is bringing the heat. This is a very difficult fight for your boy. Yes, did you see that? Art museums. Okay. So you're going to go see some Basquiat's and Warhol. Here we go. Tom Kirky says, Coach, do you want to fight? Of course, Tom Kirky. I would love to. If you want to send me an invite, I'm only fighting with 4-star fighters and below. I'll take a break and we can witness Tom Kirky's return from school. It's a wrap. We are on fire. Cartel Basis, is DC your favorite fighter? No, I don't think so. He's not my favorite MMA fighter, but he's probably my favorite personality. I like to get my MMA insight from him. Like, I like when he's calling a fight. I like how he breaks down wrestling and what I'm seeing, and like he fought at the I mean, he's probably the most high-level fighter to ever be an announcer calling a fight. Like, it's lucky to hear him bless us with what we're tell us what we're seeing. Like, the audience is better off with a guy like him explaining to us what fighters are going through. I've heard so many things from DC that's like, whoa, I never even thought about that. DC says, I want to see all 50 states and be a true American. Shout out to you, Dennis Poor. If that's your definition of being a true American, I hope, and I know you will do that. Shout out to you. Good luck. Coach got Wanderlane using them like he's Ryan Hall. Throw them bombs. The fight is over. We finished it. Museum of Natural History. I would love that. The art galleries would where I would be bored. I, for whatever reason, I don't like necessarily too much art. But I would want it in my house. But going to a museum, just an art museum, is hard. What do you think about Shale's MMA commentary? I do not like Chael Sonnen. I don't want to hear him call fights. Not like him. I like Chael Sonnen. He's fine enough on his little podcast. But I don't like him calling fights. His voice is grating to me. It's almost, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a whiny type of pitch to his approach. Don't dodge my comment. Let's see his comment. Let's see Cartel Bay's comment. Is DC your favorite fighter? So Coach is a fake fan. I can't even pick a favorite and doesn't know who Gamrot is. Oh my God, that's a strike. Cartel Bay, I'm sorry, but that's a strike, my man. You pointed yourself out to getting a strike. You could have let me miss that comment. I mean, don't blame me for that strike. Blame yourself. Look in the mirror. Get up and look in the mirror. That's your fault that you got a strike. All about your blah 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 says, what do you think about Shale's MMA? What do you think about it, All About? Do you like him? Do you like Shale's commentary? And I also like Dominic Cruz. I know a lot of people don't like Dominic Cruz's commentary, but I'm sorry, I'm that guy. I like Dominic Cruz. I love Dominic Cruz's commentary. He's not as fun as DC, but it's super. I like just hearing him talk, like explaining what happened, from his perspective. He articulates his thoughts so succinctly. It's like, wow, okay, I'm following you. So it's. Oh no, Tom Kirky, I'm sorry. Yes, you'll be up next. I didn't mean to do this. I did not mean to start another fight. Tom Kirky, you're up next, my man. You are up next. I think he's sort of out of touch. Are you talking about Chael Sonnen? You said you think Chael Sonnen's out of touch. Oh, there we go. I was able to back out of that fight. We can get one in with Tom Kirky. Out of touch doesn't come to mind for me when I'm thinking of Chael Sonnen. But with Dominic Cruz, yeah, out of touch comes definitely. If that's who you're talking about, yeah, he does seem a little like above it all. He does seem like he's a little bit, not the friendliest guy, but I'm not here to be friends with Dominic Cruz. I like the work that he's doing, No commentator annoys me besides Joe Rogan. He is biased. We're all biased. We all have biases. We all have biases. You don't have to use 4-star fighters and below. Only I have to. You can use whatever fighter you want, my man. So don't feel obligated to use any specific fighter. I think Cruz is one of the best. Yeah, I love Cruz. I mean, but yeah, you know what? But yeah, we aren't commentators. Yeah, no, we are not. We are not commentators. It's a difficult job. But I will say this. Joe Rogan, I loved him in the past. I really was, and I liked Mike, what's his name? Dennis Poor says, "You a great man, Coach." So you're a great man, Dennis Poor. You are a great man. His live calls are typically great. Yeah. Dominic Cruz live calls are awesome. And if there's tension, he doesn't take any BS from anybody. He'll go back and forth with it, especially when him and Michael Bisping are calling the fight. It's intriguing because there's tension there. They have a little bit of a tension. There's an alpha duel there, and I love it bleeding through on the air. I love it. But yeah, Joe Rogan, over time, I just feel like he's not as committed as he was. So I think it's a combination of kind of Joe Rogan being a little bit played out, a little bit with the yelling and this and that, and kind of oversaturated maybe from my perspective, but it's also, he's not calling as many fights. He just seems not as on his game, or it just doesn't seem like, or maybe it's just in the light of these other very talented commentators. I don't think Tom Kirky's playing right now. There we go. Coach, you must also go to Alaska. Take your wife. My wife might want to go. She's never said that. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but she may want to go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Woo! Coach is Herb Dean's wash brother Burb Dean. You're already, at 20, do you see why people see how abusive and rude? You're like Conor McGregor after the Dustin Poirier fight. That's what you are right now. You're hurting my feelings. Albrecht Bubba says, I like Bisping and Cruz on call together. I think Bisping has a unique view on the fights, but he gets hung up on subjects. Yes, he gets hung up and distracted, and Bisping just has to get a little bit more polish. He just has Bisping in a couple of years, if he keeps doing it, he's going to be obvious. He'll be elite. The UFC made such a brilliant move taking these fighters that can articulate their thoughts very well and putting them on staff. Getting them in analyst roles. I think it's really good. Ed 20 says, Coach Scott Thixton. No, I don't. Ed 20, if you see me right now, you'd see one tear streaming down my face. Cartel Bay says, I like Felder too. I'm not the biggest Felder fan. If I could do without, I'm not excited for a Felder call. I'm not anti-Felder. By the way, did you hear Felder talking on his podcast about how Conor handled the post-fight? He was so right. Felder was like, dude, Conor, you're sitting there threatening a guy who just dominated you, in Felder's opinion, who just dominated you. You're the only one that's in position to get murdered. He could kick you and kick all your teeth out of your mouth. That's exactly, not exactly, but pretty close to what he said. So you're pretty much saying you like men. What are you talking about? What do you mean, Cartel Bay? Oh, Felder slander. Felder's another one. I never noticed Felder on call. He doesn't have a presence. Yeah, it's not that I don't like Felder. Felder was spot on. Him and Kielsa discussed it. Yeah, Felder he articulated it better than anybody else out here. It was so true. Matthew Solis! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team. Hey, Coach, how's it going? You still play MK11? Yes, sir, Matthew. We played MK11, I want to say, on Monday. And we're going to be playing it. There's a schedule. If you follow me, you don't have to. You can just look me up on Twitter, but please give me a follow on Twitter. I have a schedule posted to my profile, and so you can know what streams are coming up when. Let me know if you want to see a different game. I've many suggestions have come true. In fact, Dragon Ball Z was added to the schedule kind of out of nowhere, but people like it. I've heard other suggestions that have been added, like Rainbow Six Siege, which is what we're playing tomorrow. Dennis Poor says he was in Hawaii. Which island were you on? Cartel Bay says, I like Cruz. I also love his fighting. Yeah, Cruz is great. Cruz is just really great. Dennis, take your wife to Hawaii. Very warm and nice. Yeah, Dennis Poor, Oahu. Wow, Dennis Poor, balling and never stalling. Matthew Solis is sick. Okay. You only do fighting games. No, we don't just do fighting games. So we do pop in a shooting game every now and again. So we've been playing Apex Legends. We've played Call of Duty in the past, Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege. Why? Do you have a recommendation? Is there a different type of game that you would think would be fun to watch? Because I'm open. I'm not looking to do everything, but I'm open, my man. Matthew, I'm here for you. Hawaii will treat you like a god. I don't want that. I just want to have a good time. I don't want people treating me like any sort of god, Dennis Poor. Did you get treated like a god because you are Dennis Poor, or was it because of Hawaii? Matthew Solis says, I can help you with first-person shooters. Heck yeah. I'm serious. I need a win. I don't know if you guys just heard my ringtone. But that is what I do on my off time, if anybody could recognize that. I am one of those. Coach, how do you defend those transitions you do? What transitions are you talking about, my man? I don't even know what you're talking about. Dragon Ball immediately. Dragon Ball, please. Dragon Ball now. I'm getting a Dragon Ball request. End stream and go to Dragon Ball Z. Unfortunately, Dragon Ball isn't on the schedule today. Dragon Ball will be coming into your life. It will be coming. We got Dragon Ball Z. How far into this are we? Dragon Ball Z. We are not sure. I'm your guy on the ring. I'm your guy on ring. Yes, please. Matthew Solis, please, let me know. You'll see, every week we're going to be doing a first-person shooter. Every single week. So if you want to hop in, you can play, and you can shoot, and you can get wins, please. Not Dragon Ball tomorrow. Dragon Ball today. Wow, Lil Huddy is really getting forceful with his Dragon Ball Z request. You guys, I'll tell you what, I can't guarantee a Dragon Ball. I can't guarantee. But there will be another one this week. I can't guarantee it today. If there is another Dragon Ball, it could happen. It could happen tonight. It might, if I get back. But it will be loosey-goosey. I won't be myself. I will be in fun mode because our weekend starts a little bit early. We're not working on Friday, and we're a little bit of a getaway, going away situation. So we were for a person. So I'll be in and out this weekend. I might keep them real tight. Coach, going to get pressured into streaming Dragon Ball Z tonight. No, I'm not feeling the pressure. Do you have an Instagram, Coach? Yeah, Solis, I'm not active on it, though. We do have one. Please feel free to give a follow. One day I will post something, or I'll hire somebody to do it. I'm just joking. I need to start, but, I mean, young people don't really use Instagram. I need to get on TikTok, which I think I am. I'm also on TikTok. I need to start posting to TikTok and, being where the young people are. I hear the young people like to use the internet, the interwebs, and they use something called TikTok. Cartel Bay says, I will be with my girl on Saturday, so stream Dragon Ball tomorrow. That actually could happen. I could stream Dragon Ball tomorrow. Tom Kirk, you don't have to wait for me. You can fight me, man. If it looks like I'm stalled out, you can continue coming at me for sure. But I appreciate that. Look at honorable Tom Kirky. Yeah, get on TikTok. It's good. Good way to grow. Yeah, I need to do it. I stay on Twitter all day, and it's just... And stop! Oh, wow. Dennis Poor. Yelling. We've never seen this reaction. Please don't go to TikTok and embarrass yourself like that. No, but I wouldn't... all I would do is, like, sing. Like, put a song on and sing. And, like lip sync and then, like, dance. And then do the... I got a thin waist, pretty face, and junk in the trunk challenge. I would do that a couple of times, but I'm not going to embarrass myself. It's going to look cool. Here we go. Tom Kirky putting up a fight. I always have a hard time with Sean O'Malley. I don't know why, but I like using him. That app is embarrassing no matter the context. Who the F is this guy? You can do it. Matthew sticking. Hey, Matthew, I appreciate the encouragement. But this is Cartel Bay. He is a stream regular, and I appreciate your passion. Thank you, my man. Oh no, Cartel Bay, no. But I appreciate you, Matthew, very much. We will definitely get more active on TikTok and try to post in just different places, not just TikTok, but Instagram too, just different places outside of Twitter, and see what happens. Oh my God, Tom Kirky, you are putting the pressure on your boy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh! It's a wrap! Shout out to everybody in the stream. That was a tough fight, Tom Kirky. You did your thing with Thomas Almeida. You did your thing with Thomas Almeida. Very good job. Nice to see Coach do the shuffle. Oh my goodness. It's a wrap. Yes, it's a wrap, Tom Kirky. Welcome to the Sugar Show. Yes, to be honest, if you keep posting, you can grow big. Just be consistent. Kissy face. Yikes, you want to be careful. Cartel Bay is known to wild the F out, and I appreciate the support, Matthew. Trust me, it's motivating, it's taken. I'm glad to have you back in here. Shout out to you. Shout out to Huddy. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to being able to say whatever you feel like saying in this chat. Whether YouTube suspends us or not. Tom Kirky, I'm actually going to back out. Let's just do one more fight. Let's do one more fight, one more ranked 4-star fighter and below fight. We want to do that at heavyweight, and we will call it a stream, call it a team. All love, yes, all love. That's how we like to keep it, all love. Last fight of the stream, guys. I appreciate you so much. Cartel Bay, it looks like he has decided to press the button. And we will let that beef settle. Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou to finish up the stream. You don't have to thank me now. You can thank me later. This should be an entertaining one. I mean, I like to land hard shots with Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is actually really well done. In UFC 3, I felt like they did a pretty darn good job on Derek Lewis.
You ready?
Just grabbing a drink of water. All about your blah, blah, blah. Taking the challenge and saying, Tom Kirky, let's run it. Let's go, homeboy. one to never shy away from a fight, is all about you blah blah blahs. There you go. We're doing 4-star fighters only. 4-star fighters only. Last fight of the stream. We're going at it right now. Oh! Oh my goodness. So here we go. All about your blah blah blah. Flashing a well-known. I'm just joking. Here we go. The Dream 9. It looks like 9. The Dream 9. Okay, here we go. I gotta grab onto this guy. He's very good at managing his distance. I wish we had 5 rounds for this fight, honestly. The way this feels, it feels. How about your blah 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 says, don't do that to me, coach. So you caught that. It means okay, nothing else. Yeah, I'm just joking. I was just joking. I was just kidding. I always laugh so hard when coach starts reading me because someone cussing somebody out. Yeah, I start reading it and then I'm like, okay, this won't be. This one doesn't need to be me. I mean, Honey spoke for himself here. We can see his feelings. Shout out to Matthew Solas. Matthew with the support. Thank you once again. And if you guys have static, you should fight it out. Get in that UFC. Get in the virtual arena. That octagon. Get into octagon. That sounded more Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hey, he disrespecting that Popeye chicken. Here we go. My balls was hot. There we go. Wow. Oh, Francis putting on un-Francis-like pressure here. He actually, out of all those punches, he ate the worst of the damage out of all of those shots. I'm on Xbox. Last time you said settle in the octagon, I brutalized Tom Kirky with Piotr. Oh, yeah, Piotr Jan is a beast. Matthew Solas, both of you guys are great people. Believe it or not, Cartel Bay right now it's a little tension, but he's a great guy. I hope you become a regular. You'll get to know each other and have a good night. Dennis Poor says good night. Bye, Dennis Poor. I appreciate you being here. He says good luck, Coach. Dennis Poor, I appreciate you oh so much, my man. We're about to end the stream here in just a couple of moments when this is done. This guy's saying no respect. Oh, he's saying no respect. Max Kellerman made a headline today by saying Francis Ngannou is the most dangerous man to ever live. Cartel Bay says, I love you, Dennis Poor. Yes, thank you, Dennis Poor. We do have 7 likes, and that's in part to you, I understand. You are the like tracker, and everybody enjoys a stream better. Here, Dennis Poor, as you can see, everybody lights up when Dennis Poor comes in. Tom Kirky says, Cartel, shh, don't act like I won't smash your boy, blah, blah. You send me location. Ed provided a dislike. That is rude. Ed 20, what do we have to do to get back in your good graces? Oh. Oh my God. My goodness. Yeet! Rainbow Six Siege came in here a full blast with the yeet. Oh! Welcome to the stream. Welcome to your team. 9 likes. Well done, Coach. Yes, Dennis Poor, thank you. That's in large part to you, Dennis Poor. I appreciate you oh so much. Rainbow Six Siege, you came in for the last fight of the stream. Derek Lewis, we're doing only 4-star fighters this time. And Rainbow Six Siege, I think tomorrow is Rainbow Six Siege the game, your namesake video game. Coach, you grow up playing fighting games. Yes. Matthew, that's exactly it. I'm a geriatric millennial. You know, it's one of those things where I played a lot of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Mortal Kombat, but I played a lot of like fighting games, like the old UFC games. That's what my favorite was. Dennis Ford for business. For business, yes. But briefly. So it's not even fair to say that I have. Coach, play Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is coming up. It may be. Coach, you've been to Florida briefly for a short time. For a very short time. Matthew Solis, Def Jam. Yes, I played Def Jam, Matthew Solis, and Def Jam Vendetta. I played Shaq Fu. I played, I don't know. That's just what I was drawn to. Ever since I was a kid, boxing and fights, UFC, I just always liked it. And professional wrestling even. I was huge into professional wrestling. When I was a kid, I was big into professional wrestling. I used to like to fight, my friends, we always, fight. Vito Paul, welcome to the stream, welcome to your team. Yeah, Dennis Poor, the Southwest is very nice. It's hot. A lot of people don't like the Southwest, but I absolutely do love it. It's beautiful. There is no freezing. There's no cold. There's no, not a lot of rain. We have, mountains where you need them. You just need to make sure you stay off of the tarmac, folks. I'm just a Chill Topura fan. Let's bury the hatchet and be cool, Matthew. Shout out to Matthew. What up, Paul? How are you doing, my man? You came in here just in time for the last fight. How you living? By the way, shout out to all 9 people who did give that like, and 10 people that gave a like. Vito Paul, I'm sure you just became number 10 to do that like. I appreciate you so much. Like, subscribe, notifications. Please make sure you've done all that. All love, bro. I'm just effing around. That is beautiful. Look how we started. Look where the Matthew Solis and Cartel Bay relationship started, and look where it ended. It's the beauty of positivity. That's the thing that we find on our stream, folks. There's not a lot of beef. It's not a lot of heat. It's just beautiful people like Cartel Bay and Matthew doing it. Vito Paul says, I'm Liddy. Thank you. Who is in the picture? Vito Paul, please let me know who is in the picture. And I'm glad to hear you are lit. I'm very glad to hear that. Cartel, Dennis Poor wants to know my town and social security number. Shout out Mike Perry. Just kidding, I love you. Here we go. Woo! Love this guy. See, there is. Cartel Bay is to be loved. Of course, Dennis Poor is to be adored. Tell us your town. Dennis Poor, I want you to guess. You will learn. In fact, you'll learn the town. You'll learn everything about me over time. Never use Cub Swanson. In fact, Cub Swanson is actually good. Believe it or not, in UFC 2, Cub Swanson might have been the best featherweight in that game. I find it funny because that you called it 4-star fighters and you have DC as your thumbnail. He's 5-star. Yes, no. That's just for this season. We just did it for season 9. I should probably say that for season 9. I normally do. I just witnessed a homicide. It's a wrap. Look at that. Pop goes the weasel, because the weasel say pop. Whoa, Dennis Poor says, do I live in Winlow, Arizona? Dennis Poor, you will learn over time. Kick him in his genitals. Rainbow Six, I think he's been hit hard enough. There's no need to take the chances of him becoming a father away from him. I've already taken his soul with that punch. But I appreciate your passion for this game. Cartel Bases, I'm a troll. Remember when Ed took it serious when they started smacking with a fish, smacking with a blobfish? Yes, I do remember. No, Dennis Poirier, I do not want you to be hurt. I just witnessed a homicide with that man. His chin is like paper. Well, Cub Swanson's chin might not be the best, but it's not the worst either, guys. Please, show some respect for Cub Swanson in this piece. We ran this season all 4-star fighters and below, guys. Let's check and see where we are at, how we did. We have a 6-fight title defense. That means we have 9 fights. Are you in Gibbert, Arizona? You will eventually learn my location at Dennis Poor. You will learn Giga Gang. You know what it is. So we are on a 9-fight winning streak. Luckily, all 4-star fighters, leaderboards are telling us that we are in the top 2,200 just about in the world. Good stuff, Coach. Thank you, all about your blah, blah, blah. I appreciate your support, and thank you for the warm-ups. So shout out to all about your blah, 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 who made this stream or those wins much more likely with tough fights, pretty much beating Brock Lesnar. We'll give him a nod for that. Pretty much a victory. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you oh so much. Wait, did I miss something? Did I miss what you said? Did I miss something you said? You said read. Rainbow Six says, Coach, play Mortal Kombat 11. I don't see anything else, Rainbow Six Siege. I will see you later, you guys. I appreciate you being here, Vito Paul. If you guys don't know what's coming up next, I know what's coming up next. Do you know what's coming up next? Just tell me. Just tell me if you know what's coming up next. Because I'm finna tell you what's coming up next. I'm finna catch you on the flip side. Peace. I'm out. Rainbow Six, we're almost gone for 2 hours. Come back tomorrow.